What's going on, action figure fans? Centex Collector here with another review, this time for the Valaverse Action Force Praetorian Wraith. Picked this guy up off eBay, and he actually even had the action points, and clipped the file card. So a complete figure, and the hands were still in a little baggie. So super cool. This guy I missed out on. I believe he was an exclusive. But I have the other versions. I believe this was the Crimson Shadows Praetorian. And then the Fury. This dude is awesome. And apparently there's like a green version as well. But I'm pretty sure they're all just repaints. But I think this one was more, quote-unquote, limited. But we'll get into it here. Let's take a look at his accessories. So they gave him an extra head sculpt, which screamed like old school Falcon. That was interesting. So that would just go on my eBay site as fodder, because I'm going to stick with these. He'll probably, I'll probably put him in my Arctic shelf to go with the Arctic Bat. I'll do a side-by-side of those as well. He's got this display, got this red see-through with the, what do they call it, Crimson or Shadow Technologies. Yeah, Crimson Shadow Technologies. They can't use the red shadows because that's still under Hasbro. Same 2024. I'm not sure if that's just in general to this mold. But anyway, cool display stands, which you can put the file cards in like that. So that'll go on my eBay store because I don't use those. I use the Ebco stands. We've got a bunch of hands. So we've got 3 sets of hands. So you're going to have your typical fists. So you got a set of fists. And then like these kind of open-handed ones here. And then like a, not quite pistol grip, but like, it's like a C grip. So 3 sets of hands there. Those go on my eBay store as well. Got this like futuristic looking rifle. You know, oh yeah, the mag would come out. So the mag pops out, and he actually has like 3 mags on his hip. He's got that. That's like a futuristic type of rifle, maybe even like a P90 looking thing. Got that. Got these 2 shields and 4 blast effects. There's like these little holes, and they can actually plug into the shields like they're repelling gunfire. But anyway, so put those on there, and then you've got 4 holes on here that you can plug these energy blast shields, whatever you want to call them, onto your figure here. Just like that. It's an interesting concept. And then lastly, you have these 2 like swords. So you've got like a, yeah, there we go. So underneath here, slide in like that. Kind of like lightsaber looking things. And then they took the same concept, and just with the Fury, they made it into guns. But with the other ones, they just did swords, like with this one, I believe the green one too. I may pick that up next. I just happened to be surfing on eBay and got this one for a killer deal. So you got that. Oh, and he's got a sidearm here in the holster. Kind of like a futuristic looking sidearm, but it looks pretty good. In the holster here on the right leg. And on his left leg, we've got mags there. I'm not getting to too much articulation. If y'all seen my past reviews, you know how articulation works for these guys. Arms are kind of loosey-goosey though. Super good, like butterfly effect though, but feels loose, but whatever. I'm not gonna, you see how really loose. So that's just a defect or what, but. And then this was the first one that came out. Like I said, I believe this was a con, and then the Fury was like a deluxe type figure. But yeah, you can see they're just kind of like, they're like the Cobra version or Mars version of bats. Just repaint. So everything, yeah, just repainted from black to white. Still got the same, looks like red accents. Yeah, it's all white, and then they just repainted different parts, black to white. Got the same Crimson Shell Technologies here on the chest. Yeah. So yeah, just straight up repaint, but it looks awesome in white, and it looks awesome in black. These things are just super cool. I've added this one in with, well, both this one and the Fury with my Destro Mars shelf with the bats. This one I'll probably put on my Arctic shelf with the Arctic bat. Let's take a look at the Arctic bat. So here's my Arctic bat. As you can see, I'm pretty sure like Bobby Vala got some inspiration. Looks like he's actually a tad taller than the bat. Yeah. His shoulders, knees. Oh, it's probably because these leg joints, they're not sitting real. It's just by design. Yeah, so these, the leg joints are real high. So that's why it makes this a tad bit taller. With the bat, the leg joints are snug. If the leg joints would have been right or snug, yeah, it would have been the same height. But either way, it's going to fit in perfectly fine with Class 5. It's just, I don't know if that was by design. You see there's just a huge gap there in the leg joint to the waist, but this thing is still awesome. It's going to look good on my Arctic shelf. Wish I could have got more of these. These are impossible to get now, these Arctic bats. Hopefully they'll do some sort of reissue now that next year seems to be like the Arctic year, snow year with Class 5. Now we got the Snowcat and the Arctic Hiss, Arctic Saw Viper, I think Arctic Coco, and whatever else they're going to do. I think Iceberg and some other Joes. So that's going to be, next year seems like it's going to be the year of the snow, the Arctic guys. And we have Snow Jobs. Hopefully they need to reissue Snow Job, like a retro carded Snow Job. But let's throw him on the Arctic shelf and see how he fits in. A good position for him in my Arctic shelf. But yeah, there we go. There's the Praetorian Wraith, all decked out in whites. These figures are super awesome. The Fury, I think I actually have a second one I got in a mystery box I still need to open. These, I think, were like Series 5. Like I said, I'm pretty sure that was a con. So this one you probably get on eBay. This one, I think you can still get on Valaverse. And this one, maybe you can still get on Valaverse. These things are awesome. These are, for me, these are like supplemental or for bats, throw on with Destro or Mars, or eventually if they do a Red Shadows through Classified. I have a custom Black Major figure. You could put these guys in line with the Red Shadows faction. So awesome figure. Like, comment, subscribe. JJ out.